let's have some fun. Let's stream this. So welcome to bonjour to France, and we're on lap 8 for 27. Top Dog obviously getting pole with Super D in second, and then but race time it's a total different story. We've got Nick Gishan currently in front, followed by Wezo and Razor, Ron in fourth, Sniffleizer in fifth. We've got Top Dog all the way in 10th. With me popping in and out, it's going to be Gerard. So yeah, we're going to keep you company for the rest of the other 19 laps. And I'll get some telemetry up for everyone.
Oh, thanks. I mean, like, yeah, we already had a safety car with a 0 to cool. So, and then we had a retirement for low. So we only left with 10 drivers.
Yeah, luckily there is some stuff in place. There is a plan in place to fill up this lobby nicely. So hopefully by the time we get out of the break out of Austria, because next week's Austria, and then we take a week break, and then we're back at Silverstone. So hopefully by Silverstone we can have some more drivers in here. So I'm very excited with the sort of affiliation that we've created with another league. So excited to see if we can get some new prospect drivers from there. But at the moment, there is only 10 drivers still here, so everyone will get points. Nick, currently, he's got a penalty, however. If you can just check penalties for me, Gerard.
It's okay, Nick's got a 3 second, Isitronica's got a 3 second, Chicken Wings got a 3 second, and his teammate, Sinago's got 6 seconds.
Alright.
I see it's closing up now between the top three, Nick, Wezo, and Razor. And Ron is also joining the party, and Super D is also joining the party. So
right.
it's getting close now.
It's going to get heated up, yeah. So I'm not sure. I haven't been really in France this week, so not sure what the tire strategy will be. It looks like it's going to be medium hards. We probably expect these guys in around about lap 11, lap 12, and then get on the hot.
Yeah, they had a wet quali, but it was intermediate. So yeah, you know, it was the guys didn't actually have a chance to go through the entire strategy, but yeah, obviously the race is dry, so
yeah. So as Nick starts lap 10, he's not without DRS range here from Wezo, and Wezo has been having some really good results in terms of podium finishes and stuff. So and Razor just behind, Razor coming back from a very good race last week in Canada, where he got second. Very tight battle between him and Top Dog. So these three guys, yeah, hopefully clean racing. First time around for two simulation damage on, so it looks clean, it looks well behaved. So hats off to all of them. I'm going to stick with these front three to see how they get along. Ron 2.2 seconds further away from Razor. Then we've got Super D. Super D, let's just mention this because I'm very excited.
Oh, and Chicken Wing into the wall there. Looks like it's turn 6.
Yeah, but he has recovered. I just want to see if he's got plenty of damage, but he is currently on medium, so it might just be for him to go.
Looks like he's got end plate damage on the right hand side.
Yeah, that's it. So very exciting to say that Super D, and we like to celebrate things with our drivers, and congratulations to Super D for getting his well-weighted and well-expected, what do you call it? Yeah, well-weighted Fanatic steering wheel, so he's on the wheel for the first time, so expect him to battle a little bit, but a good move for him, and congratulations from all of us. Hopefully it brings you many wins in the future, but he is currently in 5th. He's on the hot, so we might have to put again. He's chasing down Ron, almost with an DRS. I want to get on board with him a little bit to get some Fanatic exposure. Maybe they can sponsor us. As Nick ramps up another 3 second penalty, Fanatic's not going to sponsor him for that. But I tell you what, it just looked so smooth on the wheel. It just looked so smooth. So, well done.
Probably can't wait to get yours.
I'm not sure. If I look at Super D's position, I'm not sure if I want this, but it looks very smooth. And once again, just a big congrats and heads up to him, and well done for making the investment. Serious racer. And that's what we like. So he's within DRS of bronze. I'm going to stick a little bit with the Ferrari of Super D. I know there's a battle in front. Nothing has changed. Nick now has got a 6 second penalty, so he's a bit in trouble. So hopefully he can serve some in his pit stop window, so he doesn't get race flack for that. But Super D behind Ron having a really good race here, Gerard. I mean, in 4th position at the moment. Good points for the Mercedes again. Ron scoring points again. And Sean, that's good stuff.
Yeah, see, Top Dog is up to 9th position now. He unfortunately, after the safety car, I think he picked up wing damage somewhere and he had to come into pits. Not sure what happened, but he pitted again straight after the safety car. So he's back in 9th. That's our championship leader.
Yeah,
So
good. And I tell you
struggling a
what,
bit.
Super D is really putting the hammer down. He's really getting up very close to Ron here.
Yeah, I can see now DRS.
Yeah, he's probably not going to get it around this side. If I'm not mistaken, I can see spots of rain colored. So
Yeah,
the guys on the mediums, this is going to suit them with like a glove. They can probably stay out for another 3-4 laps,
and
max
also
out
the good
those
thing
mediums.
is, yeah, the top 4, their pit window is opening now.
Yeah, so good for them.
Guys
They
like,
can probably have a one stopper, go to the inters or the wets, depending
Yeah.
on what Jeff tells them. Although you can't always believe Jeff.
I think it's only 5 guys that haven't pitted yet. So they're gonna have they're gonna be in a good position. The rest have all pitted. So we're just gonna wait and see
Oh,
now.
Razor getting very close to Wezo using DRS. Obviously, Wezo getting also the trainer DRS here behind Nick. You can already see Razor braking. You can see that there is definitely some mist coming up from his front tires. So the track is getting.
Yeah.
What I do realize, Carapace, and this is something that me and you experienced last week, the track gets very wet quickly, but it also dries out extremely quick. So it's going to be interesting if you maybe stick it out, if you can. Oh, on the inside, is he? Oh, nicely done.
The dangerous corner, you can actually spin out there if you cut it too.
And with all his battle, Ron is just saying, how's it? I'm just going to hang a little bit back, him and Super D. And I tell you what, Super D is behind him. Let's get on board with Super D. Is he going to go inside? Decides against it. Is anyone going to pit? Razor ducks into the pit.
Razor's in the pit.
Yeah, Khaled, if you can have an eye out on him in the pit lane there and see what he puts on. I think it's way too early for Inters. I think he's probably a lap too early, maybe even 2 laps, but let's see what he does. Super D now promoted to 4th.
With this conditions, you can actually possibly still go out on slicks.
Yeah, but that's an extra pit stop. Yeah, it's an extra pit stop, so
odds is going to be tough.
I tell you what, if it starts raining heavier, which it looks like it is, he is in trouble because he's going to have to pit. He's effectively now a pit stop behind the leaders where he was fighting for the lead. Oh, almost lost there by Ron. He's getting very close to Wezo, yeah? And Super D on his back.
The guys are struggling now in conditions,
So I think Razor, wrong decision there from his pit crew, unfortunately. We're
I
not
see
on
Super
track.
D is defending. Super D is trying to put his nose there.
I'm going to get on board here with one of our management members, Ron Skipper. Come on, Ron, get in there, boy. And I tell you what, Wezo is putting his car in all the right places at the right time. So we have
he's got wing damage. We haven't seen that. He's got wing damage on the left hand side. His whole wing is and Super D shouldn't have put his nose there. He's also got wing damage now.
Okay, so who's got wing damage? Can I just run me through that?
We got Wezo with wing damage and Super D just lost the in plate now.
I tell you what, if Ron can keep this happiness.
And we got a car ghosting in the front there. I think that's Chicken Wing. He's a lap behind.
Yeah, he's getting lapped at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's a good decision for these guys to stay out and just see the conditions,
Just stay out and milk those mediums, see if you can get to lap 15 or 16, then make the call.
Nick is dropping the gauntlet. He's nearly got 5 seconds lead on these guys.
Yeah, but he does have that 6-second penalty that's going to come his way. So in theory, he needs to be 6 seconds ahead of this guy. So he's still 1.3 seconds.
He also needs to manage it now. Don't get more penalties. It's actually going to cost you possibly a win here.
Yeah, so let's get on board here with the Esetronic ZA Shaw. He's on the Inters. Let's see how the car behaves on Inters. If that was the right decision.
I see Senior Coast also now on Inters.
Ooh, there is absolutely no grip. There is.
That is the problem. See Ron going wide. Picks up a penalty for that.
Okay, so it's almost square. He's on the back up. He's going to go for it.
He's going to take Wezo now. He's going to take him now.
Is he on the inside? He puts it nicely. Oh, and D comes on the outside. Is he going to make the step?
Yep, he'll make it.
Yes, he is. So in the space of 2 corners, basically lost 2 positions.
And he could possibly take Ronya. Yep, and he does it. Nice. So Super D in second place now. Nice move there, taking 2 guys there. 2 corners. Here we got a yellow flag. I think it's clear now. Sector 3, I think there's a car that stopped on a track there. Just see who that is.
Sorry, guys, I just had to dish out some hugs here. Kids getting all rough. Yeah, so
okay, that's it's Chicken Wing. He's struggling really hard with his car in the wet conditions.
Well,
no
it seems like everyone is struggling. I've seen a Ghost when I was early on board with them. It seems like the beginnings it's just too early. It's just really too early. I want to have a look at the interval times between Razor and the leader. So he's 22.7 seconds, 22.5 behind the leaders. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Nick's going to pull the plug sometime. Is Nick going to say, hang on, this is wet enough for Inters? Or is he going to stay out? They're obviously talking to the pit crew. Super D now in second. You've got Ron in third.
You look at it, you got 12 laps left. I think if Nick can push it because the track conditions, you can actually push the tires now because it's colder conditions. He can actually push for.
Oh, as you say that, he loses the car. Is he? Oh, that was close. I tell you what, best save I've seen on the AlphaTauri. And he lost just over 2 seconds with that. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure this is that kind of weather anymore.
Okay,
obviously, he's into the pit. Super deep pits. Ron, he's staying out. Ron's not going in. He's staying out for another lap on this. Let's just have a look at Nick if he's going to serve his penalty. So Inter is waiting for Super D. And there's also Nick's going for hards. So no wet tires for Nick. He's going for the hards. Didn't serve a penalty.
Oh, he's going to struggle on those hards.
Yeah, Super D out on the Inters. So he's made that call on the Inters. Razor now all the way up into fifth, up into fourth on those hards. Yeah, we're just waiting for Syphilizer all of a sudden in third. Is he going to pull the
yellow
same
flag
trick?
again? It looks like it's the two McLarens. They keep getting yellow flags there.
Yeah. So
I see Senior Ghost is on softs now. He went back out on softs. I think the Inters wasn't working for him.
Yeah, look, I personally don't think when I was I don't know. When I was looking at the guys,
I see Top Dog is on Inters now. Super D on Inters.
Yeah, Super D pitted, so the only guy still left to pit is basically Razor Nick. And during all that cadangle, Nick lost the net lead from Razor. So he's currently in second, theoretically, with Syphilizer, Wezo, and Ron still all need to pit. If things stand this way, Nick and Razor will come out in front of them.
That car is not turning in at all. He's back is sliding all over the place.
Oh, so, Super D loses it. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. So he resets the car. This is not into. This is tricky. This is so tricky. Obviously, we can't feel what the track is like, so we take. But the rain does look heavier. It just looks heavy.
And
so
even
I'm bored here with Razor at the moment to see.
Senior Ghost is struggling for traction on the softs. There's no traction.
Alright, Razor's pulled the plug. He's going to come in for Inters now next to be. So he's coming to the pits.
No, it's definitely raining harder now.
Yeah, Ron's also in the pits for
Inters. See puddles forming now.
Yeah, DRS disabled. So very good call there by Ron.
Syphilizer also in.
Yeah.
So Ron, Nick in the lead now.
I tell you what, Nick's in trouble here because he's going to have to pit again. There's no way he's going to be able. He's going to lose 3-4 seconds.
Oh yes, these guys joined on each other, but anyway. Ron in second, Wezo in third, Syphilizer in fourth, Razor in fifth, Top Dog in sixth. He also, I think he's
going to come out just behind Razor. Is he? Yes, he is. So Razor on a fresh set of Inters.
And these guys are slipping.
I tell you what, someone who's in trouble is Nick. That was the wrong call from the AlphaTauri guys. He's losing a sector almost. He's going to have to pit now. That will put him all the way back into 7th position if he pits now. So DRS disabled, definitely not dry weather tire.
Yeah. Yeah, but I always say a rule of thumb is I wait for Codemasters to say DRS disabled, then I know, okay, it's obviously wet conditions, and then when DRS is enabled, I know, right?
Yeah, look, I think the guys in front, Ron, Wezo, Sniffleizer, and Razor were very lucky during that
2
time.
seconds they gained on him.
Yeah, no, he's going to come out probably in 7th, just after Super D. Oh, he loses it. Oh, into the pit. Is he gonna... this is fun to watch, Nick. You never seem to hold back on the entertainment, young man. So there's absolutely no traction for him.
I think he's probably going into the pits now. So that puts Ron.
He stays out.
Oh, yes. That puts, unless the conditions are changing for the last, I would say, 10 minutes of this race. But
I tell you what, he's going to lose 5-6 seconds a lap. It's not going to work for him. But we've got a new race leader, Ron Skipper, in the lead, 9 laps to
go. Wonderful.
I tell you what, dedication, commitment. Let's hope that he keeps on track. He really deserves a podium. Yeah, Nick at the moment, no.
He's out again, spins out again.
No, this is
oh, yes. No, okay, now he loses Wezo, Sniffleizer, Razor, Top Dog is coming past.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't pit.
Super D is going to pass him just now.
I'm just going to get
Super
off
D's
him
passed.
because that's heartbreaking for me to see.
He can still, if he pits, he can still come out in 7th place because he's got a 50-second gap to Isotronica. And we have a yellow flag again in Sector 3. That is either...
That's the McLarens again.
Yeah, I think it's Senior Go... No, that was Chicken Wing, I think.
Yeah, again. Well, it looks like it was actually Senior Ghost if I look at... No, it was...
Yeah.
You're right, yeah, you're right. Anyway...
Okay, Senior Ghost is also back on intermediates now, so the only person on dry tires now at the moment is Nick.
Yeah,
so
if he does another lap, he's gonna...
he will pit now. He will pit now. I mean, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to tell you. But just pit and put on intermediates.
Yeah, let's get that intervals back. So no real battles to fight at the moment. The top dog behind Sniffleizer. Going on the inside, is he going to make the stick? It looks like he did. Is Sniffleizer going to come back to him on the inside?
Nice comeback there.
Oh, Sniffleizer comes back on the inside. There is contact, but I don't think any harm done there. I don't think there's any damage. Yeah, wheel to wheel, good racing. Sniffleizer, really good drive here in 4th position.
Yeah, brings Razor into the form. I see Super D is still 2 seconds away from this battle.
Yeah, Ron leading the pack by 5 seconds. All of a sudden, Top Dog from all the way from 10th up into 3rd. So things playing really nicely in his favour here. Razor having a look on the inside of Sniffleizer, decides against it. There is just 8 laps left as we start lap 19.
Okay, so Nick is in the pits, very long pit stop for him.
Yeah, as predicted, he comes out 7th and he's going to be, safety car will obviously help him, bring him back into this race. But at the moment, everyone keeping it nice and clean. The one guy I can see that's really battling at the moment is Sniffleizer. Razor all over him at the back of him, 0.3 of a second. Obviously no DRS available. Ron needs to keep this clean because he's got another penalty.
And Wezo is pulling back on a gap. He dropped about he's dropping about 1 second a lap on Ron.
Yeah.
But Wezo also has penalties. Just look at the penalties there. Ron's got 6 and Wezo's got 3 second penalty. So it's basically a 3 second.
Yeah, it's basically square on track if I look at anything like that. Further down you've got Top Dog, you've got Sniffleizer, you've got Razor, and then Super D's now joined that party as well. So let's have a look at this midfield battle of 5th, 6th, or 4th, 5th, and 6th. And see how they get along.
Razor is very close to Super D.
Yeah.
Looks like he might take him on this.
Oh, I tell you, that was close. That was close. So Sniffleizer really batting at the moment.
He just needs to get a good DRS there.
Yeah, he won't obviously get any DRS now because it's obviously rainy conditions.
He's using overtake, but he just used a bit. You know, the conditions won't actually help you so much on this small straight. I think they might just keep it for the longer straight coming. And Super D gains a lot of time there on Razor.
So you're going to have a look on the inside. I'm going to stick with Super D because it gives us a nice view of the top with the two cars in front of him.
Yeah.
And he's really looking comfortable in the Ferrari. Oh, Stabilizer runs wide. Is Razor going to have a look at the inside?
Oh, just be careful on the curbs. Oh, yes.
Yeah, he just touched the side of the Alpha there. Nothing the Alfa Romeo could have done. So
And
damage
Nick has
for
left the
Razor.
session. I think he gave up.
Super D's also got wing damage, so he's not going to have any grip. So nothing the Alfa Romeo could have really done there. I think Razor just lost grip and slided into the side of Stabilizer. Wezer now 2.4 seconds, so he's cutting the gap there to Ron. Yeah. Can I just give it 2 seconds?
No problem. So it definitely looks like Super D will have to pit. His whole right side of his wing is missing there. So we'll just stay on him. We'll just see as they come to the pit if he's gonna pit. And obviously Razor also got damage. No, it doesn't look like damage. And Super D goes into the pits. Let's see what tires he puts on. Can't see that this can actually be a dry set. There's probably you can still look at the track. It's still wet. He goes for another set of intermediates. Gets a new wing. Let's have a look at the penalties now. Okay, so you still got Ron on 6, you still got Wezo on 3 seconds, Nick is on 9 seconds, Isotronic is on also 9 seconds, Cena Ghost is on 15, and Chicken Wing is on 12. Ron is gaining, sorry, Sean is gaining on IEC, he's also going into the pits. Let's see, maybe he's also going for a wing change. No, it's just a new set of intermediates. Let's see if anyone else is going to come pit. Go back to the tires. So most of them are, I think the oldest, there's a 5-lap old intermediate. They should make it to the end. So Wezo is under less than a 500th of a second behind Ron. Top Dog is 2.5 seconds behind him. I think Wezo is going to take him now. I think Ron just ran a bit wide there. And you can see Top Dog in the background. The straight just is not long enough to use the full effect of the ERS and the DRS. Top Dog is 1.7 seconds now. We'll just wait and see by the next, by the back straight, if Wezer can get a run on him. Because then he'll have a bit longer time with the ERS and the DRS. As we're coming up to it now. Well, but unfortunately there is no DRS because of the rain, yeah. So it's just ERS.
Well spotted, Spotty.
Yeah, Wezo's not actually making inroads into Ron. Ron is keeping him at that gap, you know. If he's going to go for the overtake, it's obviously going to be like a risky move, you know, and obviously damage. And
yeah, it doesn't look like the conditions is going to change much. I don't think we're going to see anything wet. There's 5 laps left. For Ron, really, if I look at penalties, he's effectively a net third. Snifflizer fourth. You'll obviously have Wezo in the lead and then Top Dogs. So it's going to get very close. But with Razor and Super D really on new inters, they might just make some inroads on these guys. New inters just have plenty of grip. So we'll have a look at that 6.6 seconds between Snifflizer and Razor. then Nick's
Was
obviously in
Super D
7th.
also affected again? He put on new set of
Yeah,
intermediates.
Gerard, he had to pit because of that incident between him and Razor
Yeah.
and Sniffleizer, so he had wind damage. So he had to pit, and I think the same with Isitronic. He also had an incident where he had to pit for the inters, so he's on brand new inters. So
Okay,
Weezer
so
putting a
say-
lot of pressure on Ron,
And
yeah.
Super D is putting pressure on both of them.
Yeah, top dog, really, yeah. Yeah, so this is getting... I tell you what, we're probably not far away from wins. Probably another 2 laps of this type of rain. Obviously, we can't hear Jeff, so we don't know what's going on here, but a big moment there for Wezo coming out of the turn, losing the back end. Although there seems to be grip, yeah, maybe not as wet, but it looks extremely wet.
No, you have to manage it. You can't just put the hammer down out of every corner. You have to nurse it out, basically.
Oh, as you say that, Ron loses it. He's out. Oh, is he out?
Oh, and there's two
Oh,
more
Top
cars
Dog's
there.
also out. Ron's out. Ron, I think, lost it. Top Dog had absolutely nowhere to go. You can see wheels all over the place. That brings in Wezo and Sniffleizer. Safety cars out. What a big collision. And it was all started with Ron losing the car.
Yeah.
Gerard, this is... I tell you what, I'm pretty sure maybe one of some of these guys will take the hint and go in for hearts, because around that fast right-handers, there's just no grip there. But yeah, big incident, safety car lap 23 caused by Ron taking out Top Dog, who had absolutely nowhere to go. A sitting duck behind that.
Well, this looks good for Sniffleizer and Razor. Okay, Sniffleizer is pitting now, so that's actually going to push up Razor.
Yeah, let's see what Sniffleizer does. Is he going to go for the wets? Is he going to gamble this and say, look, you know what? No, brand new inters. Weird. He probably saw there was a gap between him and Super D. So very good call there by Sniffleizer, because he's going to have brand new inters now versus 7-lap-old inters from Razor and Wezo. Watch out for Keegan Isaacs here. I tell you what, if he can get this right, this inters is going to have so much grip, it's going to be ridiculous. So, so let's keep an eye out on him.
Unfortunately, with the way France is set up, if someone loses the car in the front, that car could actually spin back onto track.
Yeah, there was just nowhere
actually
to go, unfortunately.
Yeah, there is nowhere to go. You know, I'm not actually much of a fan of this new style of circuits where there's no gravel pits, it's just tar with painted lines and stuff. Yeah, that is a good example now of why it's not working. But anyway.
Yeah, so if we look at everything, Wezo currently leading, but he will be in big trouble after the safety car, because he's the only one in the top 4 who's got penalties. And if I look at his penalties at the moment, he has got 3 seconds. So, so he's a bit in trouble at the moment. A guy who's sitting pretty at the moment for me is definitely Sniffleizer, Super D. I'm not sure if Nick is ghosting, if he's still he's ghosting, is he?
Let me just check. I think he
Yeah,
left
no,
the
he is ghosting, but he's in a net 5th, and I tell you what, never give up, never surrender, which is partly what we've driven this season. And if he was still around, he could have got a podium.
Yeah, he lost so much time going into ghost.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think he left the session. I think he was probably just...
yeah, just over it.
Yeah. Okay, so the two McLarens just mustn't trip up anyone. Oh yes, just watch our distance, guys. Give each other space. The last thing you want to do is
go for chicken wing is all over the place. He's got absolutely no control.
With 3 laps, 3 wings, with 3 laps left. I think it should probably be one more lap for the safety car. They just went past the main straight again now. So this will probably be the last lap. So we're going to be left with 2 laps of racing. It's going to be fun-filled. You got Razor, Sniffleizer there. You got Super D in there. Wezo is unfortunately going to be the loser here, unless he can pull a 3-second gap.
Yeah, which anything is possible with the restart of the safety car, but someone who's sitting really pretty is Sniffleizer. And hats off to Super D. First race on the wheel. basically not even a week on the wheel, and he's already finding himself almost in podium contention. So,
Yeah, I
hats
see.
off to him.
Unfortunately, now if you look at the track map, you got the top 4 guys on one end of the track, and you got the race on the other side of the track because they're all behind Nick Geshen that's coasting and they can't overtake him.
Yeah.
And they actually 1 minute, which that time they could have actually made up.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I see guys are going into the pit. Chicken Wing is going into the pits.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see
I
what the safety car does.
I actually feel sorry for Izatronica because he can't overtake.
Yeah, he's just sitting where he is, but he'll have a good go at Nick once the restart is there. So, 5th position is there for him.
Okay, there he overtakes him. Oh no. Okay, safety car is in this lap.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with his front runners, and I'm going to have a good on board here with Sniffleiser because I'll have a good view of these 2 fronts. But yeah, like you said earlier, Wezo, he needs to put a 3-second gap within 2 laps. So it's all to play for him, or else he will basically drop from 1st to 4th. Sniffleiser, he's got brand new Inter, so if he really gets this worked out, he can have another Australia finish for him. We stole the winnings from everyone in the last corner, which was...
Yeah, he must show us that pace again, you know.
Yeah, which was absolutely brilliant. Pace and consistency by him. He's trying to hit those tires.
They mustn't give West too much of a gap. They must just stick with him.
Gerard, this is so wet. This is wet tires. Look, there's 2 laps to go, so you don't want to pit now. You need to stick it out. So the guy who's going to win here tonight, the guy who's going to keep all 4 wheels on this black tarmac and stay away from curbs. Do not get on the power too early. Luckily, these guys are still using traction control and stuff, so a good exit there by Sniffleiser. Nothing too much to worry about on the race restart. Wezo leading Razor, Sniffleiser, Super D lost a little bit of time to the guys.
They're probably going to take about a lap for the tires to get up to heat and operating temperature again, so they must just take it slow.
Yeah.
You only got 2 laps left. This is your penultimate lap, so yeah.
Don't throw points away. It could be a podium up for grabs, and at the moment that it's sitting, Super D.
I see they're taking it very tenderly through the turns. The tires are still not up to temperature. Oh, and Razor gets a 3-second penalty.
I tell you what, Sniffleiser, if he can keep this healthy, he's going to win tonight.
Definitely.
He's got no penalties so far. He's sitting in 3rd. He is 0.7 of a seconds behind Razor, so he'll jump Razor, he'll jump Wezo, which is 1.3 seconds. So they really need to get close to Wezo and put Wezo under pressure, or else it's over Skadova. Super D dropping back a bit, 2.2 seconds now. And we're almost ready to start our final lap here.
As Senior Ghost and Izatronica are very close to each other. Yellow flag again, Sector 1. I think that's Chicken Wing.
Yeah, again, so some hard work lying ahead for him. The gap now between Wezo and Razor, 0.8 of a second. Sniffleiser 1.2 seconds behind. So let's just pull up the tire order from the leader. The moment it stands, if nothing changes big time, it will be Sniffleiser who wins with Razor in 2nd. Wezo will drop all the way back into 4th. So Super D will get a podium. So let's see, Razor running slightly wide there, losing a bit of time. Sniffleiser now losing time. So it's all about this last lap, Khaled. It's all about these top 4 really. Chinga Wing is out. He's retired. Not sure where on track he retired from. It looks like in sector 3.
Sector 2.
Sector, yeah, somewhere there. Yeah. But yeah, so a couple of corners to go. Let's get on board with Wezo. But penalties will play a role here in France. Wezo in the lead by 1.6, 2.3 seconds from Sniffleiser, Super D3. He's got a 6-second penalty. Razor's got a 3-second penalty. No penalties for Sniffleiser and Super D. So this will promote them handsomely. So let's see what Codemaster decides after this race. A couple of corners to go.
I see Super D is coming back now, so that you know is probably in the range of that in a 3-second penalty. So I'll have to see how they're going to end up. But unfortunate for Razor, that 3 seconds cost him.
Yeah, it's not over and done with. There's still a couple of corners left. Anyone can invalidate the lap or spin out, so let's not call it before we've seen it. Super D behind Sniffleizer. I think Super D can smell that Sniffleizer's probably got the win and he needs to get past him if he wants to win this race. But don't do anything
and Wezo
foolish.
is retired into the wall. Razor.
And Super D wins. Super D wins. Can you believe
from
that?
Sniffleizer, from Razor.
Yeah, Super D from Sniffleizer, from Razor. Almost an Australia thing again.
That's going to push Ezotronica to 5th. It will push Senior Ghost to...
well, it's going to push him up to 4th, so Ezotronic will get 4th, Senior Ghost will get 5th, Nick Yeshin will get 6th, and then, yeah, a whole host of retirements.
So that is simulation damage, guys.
Yeah, welcome to the big game.
And obviously hard conditions, this track is not the best.
Yeah, maybe just have a look and see if you can get for us Super D, Sniffleizer and Razor just in the comments box. Let's just have a quick chat with them. We are a bit pressed for time, so let's see if we can get them in quick and have a chat with them. As Codemaster corrects itself, waiting for everyone to cross the line. There we go. Everything out of the way. 3rd for Razor. So podium last week, podium this week. Good 2 results for him. Very difficult conditions tonight. Rather than Sniffleizer finished up in 2nd. Probably lost the win just around the last corner, but we'll have a chat with him hopefully to understand what went wrong. Maybe he was doing some car avoidance with Wezo losing it around the last corner. Very heartbreaking for Wezo there.
Send the invites. Just wait for the guys to join.
Yeah, so final confirmation from Codemaster. Wezo losing the car physically on the last 2 turns. You've got Super D in front, Sniffleizer in 2nd. Razor in 3rd. You've got the Citronic. What a good result for Sean there in 4th. Good for the Mercs. A Senior Ghost 18-second penalty. So the guys have got lots of hard work lying ahead for them for Austria, which is also very strict on corner cutting. You've got Wezo who DNF'd, so he's obviously not going to get 6th. Nick will move up to 7th. Chicken Wing will be, I think he DNF'd as well. So he's left. And Ron had a retirement. So very tough race. Like I said earlier, hopefully we'll have some good full lobbies soon. Gerard, who we got in the comms box? Have we got everyone already?
We got Super D and we got Razor.
Alright, so let's start. Yeah,
Sniffleizer joined us.
Yeah, so let's start with Razor maybe. 3rd place. Close at the end there.
Yeah, it was a very interesting race. But yeah, overall everybody did good, and well done to Super D that actually started catching us again. And it's just unlucky for the 3-second penalty that I got.
Yeah, it's bad luck there.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's a very difficult track in essence with dries, especially turn 1. And I think turn 5 that can be very harsh on penalties. But mixed conditions, obviously, a mixed qualifying with wet or inters, and then the race getting, starting dry and then becoming wet. But your 2nd podium for the season, Razor, so some good stuff there for you. Good stuff to take to Austria and then into the break.
Awesome, thank you very much, guys.
Thanks so much, Nicholas. We've got Sniffleizer. Dude, you snatched the lead or the win basically in Australia on the last corner of the last lap. And tonight you lost it around the last corner on the last lap. Why did you lose the win? Well, help me out here.
I lost it. I was struggling for grip at the last bend. And then Super D was on me and I was watching him the whole time because I knew he didn't have any penalties. And I was like, okay, the last lap, I was worried about the 2 guys in front just keeping within 3 seconds. And then I think it was TRS Wezo that had, he was the one that was first, right?
Yeah, he managed to go into the wall on the main stage.
So I was so, like I said, I was worried about them at first, but then I was worried about Super D behind me. And then I was like, oh shit, there's a whole accident happening in front. So yeah, but I'm happy with the win. Well done, Super D. Well done at the end. My GRS, not excuse or anything, but my the ERS wasn't also working on that stage. I was like, I needed like power at it. But yeah, well done, Super D. Well done at it. That
Thank
was
you.
a photo finish.
I couldn't find my EOS button. I'm new on the wheel, and I'm like, I'm panicking, and I'm like, where's my EOS? Where's my EOS? And I'm chasing my head.
That was a great race. Great race.
Yeah, well done, Keegan. I tell you what, it's like I said, you had an awesome Australia. A couple of races that you missed, unfortunately, but you're back in a second position tonight, and it could have been a win. It could have been your second win for the season. Very close in midfield, so well done, bud. And looking forward to seeing you in Austria.
Yeah, looking forward as well. Thanks for
Brilliant stuff. Thanks, guys. Have a great evening, man. Mr. D, we tried to get some Fanatec airtime in here to hopefully so they can sponsor us, but I don't think it's going to work. But you know, a half a week on the wheel, getting onto a race like this, no mixed conditions, not the controller in your hand anymore, or whatever you were on. Probably nervous in the beginning.
Extremely nervous. It was tough. Yeah, especially with the sim damage. Yes.
But look, in essence, the only way that you're going to get through this patch, you know, of the wheel, is really to do racing. And obviously,
100%.
I'm going to be in the same boat as you very soon. But we don't want to mess up other people's races. But you also want to be competitive because that's why we're here. But yeah, mate, I'm very impressed. You know, second in qualifying, first in the race. Wow. You must be happy. Good investment, eh?
No, we were shouting, "Get in!" at the end of the race. That was fucking awesome. Yeah, it was intense.
Just a word of you know, of wow to I think it was Ruan. Was it leading Ruan? Yeah, was it Ruan? Just get by Wesley. Sorry, man, I'm getting confused.
Wesley,
yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Condolences to Wezo for losing it on the last corner. Really, it's I've been in two races like that where I lost the car in the last corner, being in fourth or third or whatever, and you sit through the whole race and you do all the hard grinding work and you lose the car in the last corner. So Wezo, it will come to you, buddy. It's races like that makes you stronger. But D, congratulations from all of us, and congratulations on the buying of your wheel. Welcome to the lead part of racing. And hopefully many more wins on that wheel, so you can tick this one off as your first win on the wheel, and hopefully there will be hopefully there will be many more for you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Brilliant. Thanks so much. We'll see you in Austria next week.
All right, cheers, guys.
Thanks, man.
Cheers, man.
All right, and that's it from me and Gerard. Obviously tier 1 tomorrow night. Same place, Paul Ricard. Gerard, looking forward to France.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. But just looking at this race, we just have to be on our guard. Yeah,
it's going to be mixed conditions most probably. But if you can catch us all again, Gerard and myself will be racing tomorrow night in tier 1. You can catch, I think it's Ron tomorrow night in the comms box with Razor, our second place or third place, podium second tonight. And then it's Austria next week. So if you want to catch us, you can catch us on Facebook. You can also catch us on YouTube. Obviously, subscribe so you can see all the races. And then the website's currently under construction, but that will soon be up. Gerard, thanks for joining me. And I'll catch you next week on track. Or this week on track.
Thanks for having me. And we'll be back next week.
Brilliant stuff. Thanks. Ciao, everyone.
Cheers.